Welcome, everyone. This isn't your average video. It's one that could genuinely reshape your entire future. Today, we're diving into a topic that can revolutionize your professional path, your earnings, your self-esteem, and your overall existence. Pause and reflect. Have you observed how those who express themselves effectively with strength, precision, and charisma land superior positions? They secure bigger paychecks, draw in superior prospects, and earn admiration wherever they go, be it in a boardroom, at a social gathering, or any setting they step into. And here's something fascinating. We often encounter everyday folks who aren't celebrities, tycoons, or icons, just regular individuals. Yet the moment they begin to talk, something shifts. Their statements carry impact. Their aura is captivating. We relish conversing with them, feel uplifted in their company, and crave more interactions. Why does this happen? Because the ability to communicate is the ultimate strength. It's the true allure. Pay close attention now. If you're aiming for a compelling persona, one that others look up to, value, and recall, you need to grasp this essential principle. Express yourself positively, articulately, and transparently. What does that entail? It means every time you speak, your message should have intent. It should flow elegantly. It should be as sharp as a diamond. Consider your thoughts beforehand and organize your ideas thoughtfully. Keep in mind, a focused mindset combined with precise language creates an influential character. In this session, I'll share 10 practical strategies that are straightforward, implementable, and simple to apply. These aren't dull concepts. They're tangible methods that deliver actual results. I assure you, if you stick around until the finish and put into practice what I'm revealing, your ability to connect will evolve permanently. That's a full commitment. Plus, engaging with this content won't just sharpen your interaction abilities, it'll also boost your proficiency in English comprehension and expression simultaneously. So ensure you absorb it all. And remember to hit subscribe for additional transformative insights like this. Let's get started. Let's evolve. Tip 1. Communicate silently. This is incredibly potent, and not many are aware of it. Psychological insights reveal that individuals shape their initial view of you in merely 7 seconds. Indeed, just 7 seconds. Even prior to you fully articulating anything, they've already formed about 70% of their opinion on whether you're self-confident, intelligent, approachable, or reliable. Isn't that astonishing? So what does this imply? You're communicating even in silence. Your gestures, expressions, gaze, smile, posture, and vibe are all broadcasting a strong signal already. Let me illustrate with a vivid scenario. Picture 2 applicants in a waiting area for an employment discussion. Both possess identical qualifications and experience. One is hunched over, scrolling on their device, appearing disinterested and fatigued. The other sits upright, with eased shoulders, a soft smile, and a serene, optimistic demeanor. Whom do you believe the recruiter will favor before uttering the initial query? Naturally, the latter. Why? Their unspoken cues declare, "I'm poised, I'm polished, I value myself and those around me." Your physical signals resonate more than your spoken phrases. Always bear this in mind. Enter any space with confidence, even if nerves churn within. Offer a sincere, inviting smile, not artificial, but kind and genuine. Maintain an erect posture. It radiates resilience. Hold steady eye contact. It conveys sincerity and rapport. Steer clear of restless movements or toying with objects. It betrays unease. Conquer this brief window, and you've secured a major advantage before words even flow. as others sense your essence first, then heed your statements. Tip 2. Narrative crafting. Focus here. To seize affections, inspire intellects, and linger in thoughts, you must excel in weaving stories. Narrative crafting reigns supreme in interaction. Why? Data informs, but tales persuade. When you narrate, audiences engage instinctively, they bond sentimentally, they retain it enduringly. For instance, suppose you're imparting the value of diligence. You might bluntly state, diligence matters, mundane, unrememberable. Alternatively, spin a brief story. Let me introduce you to a young woman named Alex. She hailed from a modest town, lacking modern conveniences or online access. Yet every night she pored over books by candlelight, driven by her aspiration to become an engineer. Locals ridiculed her, but a decade on, Alex designed structures that benefited those very skeptics. Now, which approach stirs the emotions more? Which endures in recollection? Undoubtedly, the narrative. That's its enchantment in every context, whether delivering a presentation, in a discussion, instructing, or emphasizing a view during chat. Use narratives. Draw from real-life experiences. Sketch vivid scenes in the listener's imagination, because our minds are primed for stories since primordial eras, when ancestors gathered by fires and imparted knowledge via lore. Keep your narrative concise yet heartfelt. Infuse some challenge, a touch of triumph. Let the audience envision their own role within it. Master storytelling and folks will adore conversing with you, absorbing from you, and drawing lessons from you. Beyond that, you'll etch yourself indelibly. Tip 3. Compassion. To ascend as an expert interactor, to foster trust, affinity, and openness from others, cultivate this enchanting trait, compassion. What defines compassion? It's sensing others' emotions. It's stepping into their perspective. It's absorbing with empathy, not merely audibly. Why does compassion matter in exchanges? When individuals perceive genuine comprehension from you, they feel secure in your presence. They confide in you. They esteem you. They reveal their innermost thoughts. Absent compassion, dialogues turn arid, distant, and hollow. Grasp this via a striking illustration. Suppose you're confiding in a companion about workplace woes. You're tense, isolated. One companion hears and promptly retorts, no big deal, move on. They barely attended. They scarcely empathized. But another gazes intently, absorbs patiently, nods softly, and responds, I sense how overwhelming that must be. It's challenging to navigate such feelings on the job. You're supported, and I'm available if you'd like to elaborate. Now, whom would you bond with more? Whom would you rely on further? Whom would you cherish in your circle? Clearly, the latter, as compassion forges linkage. How to exhibit compassion in dialogue? Attend dynamically. Don't merely bide time to interject. Truly immerse. Validate their sentiments. You needn't always resolve issues, just demonstrate grasp. Employ phrases that reflect insight, such as, I can picture that sensation, or it appears you're enduring much, or I appreciate you confiding that. Stay engaged. Eliminate interruptions. Grant undivided focus. A practical edge? In commerce, guidance, or partnerships, top achievers aren't the chattiest, but those who absorb with compassion. By making someone feel comprehended, you capture their loyalty eternally. Tip 4. The most pleasing echo. Among the finest enigmas of impactful dialogue was eloquently captured by Dale Carnegie, renowned writer of the Guide on Gaining Allies and Swaying Others. He noted, an individual's name resonates as the most delightful harmony in any tongue. Absolutely accurate.
When you integrate someone's name aptly in discourse, you promptly render them feel distinctive, acknowledged, and significant. But why? A name transcends a mere term. It's their essence, their youthful recollections, their kin's call, their core identity. Uttering someone's name affectionately touches their spirit beyond their hearing. Envision entering a lively cafe. Tunes play, conversations buzz, aromatic brews waft. You request your beverage. "Hello, a latte, please. Name's Jordan." The attendant smiles, jots it. Moments later, amidst a cluster awaiting, the preparer scans, lifts the vessel, and announces, "Latte for Jordan. Enjoy your day, Jordan," with vibrant enthusiasm. In that instant, a subtle thrill arises. You're not merely a transaction, not an anonymous figure. You feel recognized, recalled, and astonishingly, such a minor detail elevates the encounter to intimate, affectionate, and uplifting. You might beam and muse, "This spot is great. The staff is wonderful." That's the hidden charm. In professional assemblies, friendships, evaluations, invoking a name authentically makes them feel esteemed. It sparks rapport, and with rapport established, avenues, confidence, and triumphs ensue organically. Crucial advice: integrate names organically, not incessantly. Apply during welcomes, key emphases, and farewells, with sincerity, not coercion. In a world craving recognition, merely remembering and voicing a name renders you indelible. Tip 5. Sentiment mastery. This strategy is revolutionary. Truly internalize it, and you'll advance in bonds, business, direction, everywhere. What constitutes sentiment mastery? It's understanding and controlling your emotions while perceiving and affecting those of others. The pinnacle of sentiment mastery, opting to respond, not retort. The distinction? Retorting is instinctive, passionate, rash. Replying is deliberate, composed, astute. Visualize a conference where a peer critiques your proposal openly. Retort and fury surges. You flush, snap harshly. Now you appear erratic, unrefined. But reply. Remain steady. Inhale deeply. Articulate. Appreciate the input. I'll ponder it, and perhaps we can explore enhancements collaboratively. Outcome: you project fortitude, maturity. You garner esteem. You construct alliances, not barriers. A domestic instance. Your companion utters something wounding amid discord. Pain and ire swell. Retort swiftly and you yell, hurl barbs. Escalation ensues. But pause, mute briefly, then calmly state, "I'm pained currently. Let's converse once we're both settled." Thus you safeguard your tie. You're prudent, not frail. To cultivate sentiment mastery and favor replies over retorts, halt before uttering. Mere seconds alter all. Identify your feeling: irritated, melancholic, doubtful. Tag it. Query: what's the optimal reply for this scenario? Recall your broader aim. Triumphing a fleeting clash is futile if it severs a bond. Directors, orators, superb interactors all exhibit sentiment mastery. They remain poised amid strain. They select expressions judiciously. They anchor themselves despite turmoil. Sentiment mastery equates internal resilience plus external sway. Tip 6. Reflection method. To emerge as an enduring interactor, hone the skill of reflection. What is the reflection method? It involves gently reiterating a fragment of the other's recent statement in an organic, affectionate manner. Why effective? It demonstrates authentic attendance. You value their input. You prompt further disclosure. It renders the speaker feel grasped, urging deeper revelation. In practice? Sample. A pal mentions, Work has been overwhelming recently. You reflect. Overwhelming at work. Observe. No counsel, just mirroring their sentiment. This encourages elaboration. Indeed, my supervisor assigns unrealistic timelines. Dialogue deepens seamlessly. Another, a coworker states, I wrapped up the initiative after 4 months. You reflect, 4 months? That seems enormous. Again, they feel spurred. Yes, draining yet rewarding. Gained immense knowledge. You've elevated them by the effortless allure of reflection. Vital, don't parrot all, select a core term or sentiment. Adopt a tender, inquisitive inflection, not robotic. In bargains, transactions, dispute settlements, reflection is a covert advantage. When grasped, cooperation surges. Tip 7. Tone variation. Your lexicon could be impeccable, but if your delivery is monotonous, lackluster, or mechanical, engagement wanes. Your tone is your melody. What is tone variation? It entails adjusting elevation, peak or valley, rhythm, swift or leisurely, and intervals, quiet breaks, in speech to infuse vitality and allure into your exchanges. Dissect it. Elevation, voice altitude. Constant high elevation suggests agitation or annoyance. Perpetual low suggests tedium. Skilled interactors fluctuate elevation instinctively. Ascend for excitement, descend for gravity. Sample success story. Thrilled inflection, and we clinched the deal. Elevated, fervent. It demanded effort. Sleepless periods loomed. Lowered. Rhythm, utterance velocity. Excessive speed overwhelms. Excessive slowness induces drowsiness. Adapt velocity to content. Swift for zeal. Spotting the outcome, we leaped, cheered, embraced. Astonishing. Leisurely for gravity. Yet profoundly we recognized the genuine labor commenced. Interval, the moot force. A brief hush post-pivotal idea lets absorption, builds anticipation, honors your content. Sample, occasionally minor choices reshape your destiny. Those intervals add profundity. They draw listeners nearer, amplify your expression's gravity. Premier presenters command tone variation. They narrate as if composing a symphony, not reciting drably. Command your tone, command affections.
Tip 8. Repetition strategy. Ever encountered persistence that ignores denial? Endless debates, thrusts into unease. Here, the repetition strategy shines as a formidable interaction tool. What is it? Serenely restate your core stance repeatedly, sans emotion, till comprehension dawns that you're resolute, akin to a faulty disc replaying identically. Why potent? It asserts resolve sans hostility, guards your limits, compels deference to your choice. Restate tranquilly, absent ire or mockery. Sample 1. Partygoer urges liquor, you abstain. Them, try one sip. You, appreciate it, but no alcohol for me this evening. Them, loosen up. You, appreciate it, but no alcohol for me this evening. Them, tiny bit. You, composed, grinning, appreciate it, but no alcohol for me this evening. Soon they relent as you evaded debate, rationale, defense. You held firm serenely. Sample 2. Bargain where patron seeks extras gratis. You, delighted to assist, yet that incurs extra cost. No contention, no vindication, just poised, expert reiteration. Avoid combat. Curtail explanations. Merely reaffirm limits tranquilly. Eventually, esteem grows as you remain refined, assured, commanding. Tip 9. Wit. Wit transcends jests. It's infusing buoyancy, cordiality, and genuine linkage into exchanges.
Why so influential? It dissolves strain, renders folks at ease, sparks immediate unity, signals accessibility, not superiority, etches your messages durably, evoke a grin, evoke trust. Trust underpins all robust interaction. Yet wit isn't clownery, not deriding others. It's lightness, relatability, occasionally self-mockery. Visualize a formal evaluation. Query, recount an error. Rigid reply possible, anxious, or gentle grin, merely one? I've amassed plenty. Transition to authentic response. What transpires? Evaluator unwinds, grins, recalls you. You appear assured, relatable, wit built bridge. Tense bargain, all somber. Spot uniform attire? Grin, quip. With matching outfits, are we debating uniform policies too? Laughter erupts, strain evaporates, chamber eases. Sequel? Relaxation fosters openness, reduced guard, heightened attentiveness. Wit neutralized defenses. Launching a collaboration address? Rather than grave opener, collaboration realizes visions, except if the vision's solitude and creativity, then solo suits. Laughter flows, instant rapport. Address lingers as you related, not preached. Employ wit wisely, self-directed, jest mildly at self, not others. Contextual, spot amusing environs. Organic, not contrived. Shun offenses. Those who chuckle with you confide in you. Confidants heed you. Smart wit renders you eternal.
Tip 10. Openness. What is openness? It's candid, transparent revelation of sentiments, journeys, and errors, sans feigning flawlessness. Many view openness as frailty, yet it's your paramount asset. Displaying authenticity breeds trust, linkage, amplified esteem. Profound reality. All battle inwardly unseen. Your candor alleviates their solitude. Openness links souls. Why so mighty? Sparks swift trust. Your transparency invites reciprocity, renders relatable, imperfection universal. Your challenges echo akin to me. Displays poise, strength admits shortcomings fearlessly, yields profound sentimental resonance. Sharing anguish, aspirations, insights stirs hearts. Emotional resonance ensures perpetuity. But openness isn't exhaustive disclosure, incessant tears, problem fixation. It's apt, authentic tale, timely, mannered for linkage, not sympathy. Envision motivational address. Crowd anticipates perfection. You might proclaim perpetual triumph, existence flawless, brief admiration, shallow bond. Or commence, 3 years back I was shattered, jobless, funds depleted, dawned daily worthless. One eve, staring at bare shelves, realizing scant meal options, pondered, this my fate? Yet that eve, resolve ignited, not finale, inception. Gradually I reconstructed. Today, here not for infallibility, but rising post-tumbles recurrently. Post-share, crowd advances, eyes glisten, nods resonate pain, smiles ignite hope, indelible as they mirrored in your narrative, not idle, but fighter. Folks revere fighters over idols. Straightforward openness guide. Select genuine life episode, trial, dread, setback. Candid yet succinct, purposeful. Emphasize insight beyond ache. Share as to confidant. Conclude optimistically, overcoming shown. Recall, barriers exclude, openness welcomes.
Daring openness, you transcend intellects, you caress essences. Caressing essences renders interaction mighty, eternal, resonant. Authentic exchange isn't cerebral, it's visceral. Solely openness unlocks that. Interaction isn't dazzling via lexicon, it's forging profound ties, erecting confidence, insight, enduring alliances. Perfection unnecessary for excellence. Authenticity, presence, genuineness suffice. Implement these 10 strategies daily, and swiftly you'll alter not merely your expression, but listeners' sensations upon hearing. That, dear viewer, is genuine might. Your expressions transcend verbiage. They inspire, influence, endure. Apply these, and I'm certain transformations await in vocation, connections, self-assurance. Ever recall, interaction concerns not merely content, but evoked sentiments in auditors. Proceed, articulate sharply, assuredly, and chiefly from your core. Gratitude for viewing. If valuable, like, distribute, subscribe for further superb guidance on excelling in interaction and maximizing each exchange. Now venture forth, voice your essence. The globe awaits.